Happy Monday, everyone. I hope all the mothers had a wonderful Mother's Day yesterday. So, already I'm being not judged, but ridiculed on one of my YouTube videos that I did last week about the 2024 presidential election. And I had a discussion with my mom last week about it. She had no idea that I was doing a YouTube channel, and I told her about it, and she wanted to hear what I had to say. I'm like, okay, sure, no problem. So I told her my YouTube channel, and she said that she wanted to share it with one of her friends. I'm like, okay, fine. So she gave the link to her friend, and I guess like a few seconds later, not even a second, just a few minutes later, that her girlfriend called her and said, well, I can't listen to your daughter's YouTube video because she mentioned immigrants. And I'm like, and this is what my mom told me. And I'm like saying to myself, okay. Um, and then my mom told me the reason why she didn't like, her friend didn't like the term that I said, immigrants. And I just want to be very, very crystal clear of my YouTube video. In my opinion, I don't think the woman heard the whole entirety of my video. I think she just heard that I say immigrant, and she already made her own conclusion about the video. And I just want to be very clear. When I said immigrant, I was not talking about immigrant people that came thousands of years, had to leave their country, had to sacrifice a lot to come to America. I'm not talking immigrants about that because my parents are immigrants. My brother-in-law mother is immigrants. I know people that's immigrants. I'm not talking people of them, because people that had to flee their country because of war, other circumstances, sex trafficking, drugs, they had to flee to come to America to make a better life for their family, have a dollar in their name, $5 in their pockets, and they had to work their butt off to live the American dream. And it wasn't easy for them, but they did it. They put their sweat, blood, and tears, made a lot of sacrifices, worked their way up to be entrepreneurs, business women, businessmen, whatever the case might be, to provide for their children, to go to for their children to go to college and live their American dreams. I'm not talking about immigrants of those people. I have respect for people like those. I have totally respect and admiration of them because they sacrifice a lot. What I mentioned about immigrants is about when the borders were open and people were coming to New York, getting free housing, free healthcare, free aid, food stamps, committing crimes. Like, crimes are just so high in New York, it's just outrageous. Those are the immigrants that I'm talking about. That is not fair. That is, things are getting handed to them for free. And I just want to make that very clear, um, to my mom's friend. I don't know her name, but I just want to make it very clear that I don't mean any disrespect or put any immigrant down. The people that sacrifice. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that's living free, having free things, that they didn't have to lift a finger or sacrifice anything, that our tax paying money is going to them. The government is giving them things for free. That's what I'm talking about, that it has to stop because it's just not right. And there's going to be a time, a lot of people are not going to agree what I say. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. We can agree to disagree. But what I will say is I speak the truth. I speak facts. That's the whole point of having freedom of speech. There's no reason for me to speak lies or say things that I just want to say to get clicks and get likes. That's not who I am. You know, so many years I just see things, what's going on in the world. I just kept quiet. I kept silent. I didn't say anything. Now this time I see what's going on. My eyes are wide open now. And it's time for me to speak up and speak my truth. And that's what my whole YouTube channel Unfiltered is all about, is speaking the truth and telling my truth. You may not agree with it, and that's fine because everyone has a title to their opinions. However, and if you choose not to listen to my YouTube video, that's fine. However, I will speak the truth. I will say things that I see that's going on, and I'm going to address it on my YouTube channel. I don't need to spread lies or not fact check what I'm talking about, because that's not the type of person I am. I like to tell facts and tell the truth and tell what's going on in the world. I'm not going to be blinded by the media and anyone else. I'm going to fact check and do my research before I even do videos about anything. And like I said, I'm not, what's the word? I don't know everything about politics, but I'm learning. But I do have common sense, and I do know what's going on in the world. I see it, and everyone else sees it, but they just don't want to say anything. They don't want to speak the truth. They just want to keep their mouth shut. Oh, I have nothing to do with me. I don't have to worry about it because it doesn't affect me. Well, okay, that's, you're entitled to your opinion, but it affects me. It affects my wallet. It affects my living. You know, when things are going on in this world with grocery prices, gas, rent, everything else that's going on, that affects me. And I'm going to say something about it because I care and I want something to change about it. As a woman who lives in America, I want things to change. I want things to be different. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. And like I said, I just want to be very crystal clear that that was not my intention to, hurt anyone's feelings or say something that she took my words and use it as miscontents. That was not my whole delivery of doing the video. I was just placing the facts and the truth that is just not right. What's fair is fair, because when people came to America, nothing was handed to them. Like I said, they had to work very hard to get what they want. And all I was just saying is it's just not right. It's just not right that people who are migrants in New York get all the free things and they don't have to lift a finger to do anything because the government is helping them. And to me, in my opinion, that's not right. That's not right. So I just want to make that very clear that I have nothing against, immigrants that came here in America to live a better life, to have better dreams, and to be successful. I'm not talking about immigrants with that. I'm talking about people that's just getting things handed to them for free. That's when I have a problem with. And I'm always going to speak my truth. I'm always going to say what's right. And if people don't like it, then oh well. I always tell people what you see is what you get with me. There's no in between. I'm very transparent of things that I say, things that I do, and what I believe in. And that's it. That's all I had to say about that. And there's going to be more videos that I'm going to do that some people may not like and people may disagree with, and that's okay. That's okay. There's times that people may not like me and may not agree with me, and that's okay. We can have a discussion about it as long as it's a healthy discussion. I can always debate with people as long as it's fair and we can communicate as we're all adults. That's why freedom of speech is so important, because you can speak your truth. And that's all I have to say. And I know I'm going to get a lot of, backlash, comments that I'm going to make, things I'm going to say. But you know what? That's just part of life. And I just have to take everything as a grain of salt. And like I said, I don't think it didn't hurt my feelings, because, I'm thicker than thicker. I have thick skin. That's what I wanted to say. I have thick skin. So I'm open for people's comments. I just don't like when I say things and people misconstrued what I say. Like, listen to the whole video entirely. And I feel like my mom's friend didn't do that. She just heard me say one word and that's it. Oh, I'm not going to send the video to my friend. I don't like what your daughter's saying. I'm like, okay, but you didn't listen to the whole video. You heard me say one word and it just turned you off instead of listening to the whole thing. So that's why I'm doing this video, and make it very clear what I said to the last video. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more of my videos, and all this and more on Unfiltered Real Talk podcast. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great work week.